Dang, these glasses be looking pretty good. What is going on, guys? It is Jake, better known as StarCoding, and yes, we did get some new glasses. But welcome to part 5 of the Golang website tutorial. This is most likely going to be our last episode. Y'all have seen us make a Go project, make a web service request, make a SMTP service. And now we have a completely local application, and we want to, put this on the cloud. We're going to be using Heroku. We want to do this so people like you that are watching can simply go on the web, type in a web address, and boom, be directed to our website. So it shouldn't be too hard. We're going to be using Heroku, but it wouldn't be a complete saga if we didn't show the final step of putting it on the cloud. So this is when we jump into the code. So here we are in the code that we've developed over the past 3 weeks or so. You'll notice that we got our blog app, we have our contact app, we got some static files and some HTML templates that all come together. I'll just go run this guy one last time locally before we go into Heroku. So let me pull up a little web browser here. Awesome, look at it, it's beautiful, guys. There's definitely going to be some final edits that get made. And look at this, when you are viewing it in mobile or on a small window, we get a little sidebar action. Oh, so clean. There's going to be minor changes made, but I figured we can upload this, get it done with, make those changes later. So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to be using Heroku for this. We have a project made, Project Star, in Heroku. This is a new app. And luckily for us, they have a little tab called Deploy, and there's some sweet documentation into how to get this to work. And it seems like we're going to install this Heroku CLI, which has already been done. I'm pretty sure I logged in, but we can do that. This was done at the creation of the repository. I mean, I did this in the beginning, but what we're going to probably be doing is these last final steps. It's pretty much like version control, so all that GitHub stuff shouldn't be too hard, but I am praying that it's going to work seamlessly, because who knows what could happen. One thing is true, since we're deploying this on the cloud now, we don't need to worry about listening and serving on a port number. At least on Heroku we don't. If you're using Google Cloud or AWS, I'm sure you can configure a port to listen in your code. But on Heroku, at least, after reading some documentation and Stack Overflow documents, when we're serving this on Heroku, I mean, it's gonna find Heroku's going to dictate which port it should serve on. We don't really have access to the box. I mean, we could log into the box, open up a port, and then boom. But I guess this simple thing that they got going on here, just upload your code to Heroku and we'll handle the port stuff for you. And how do we do that on our end? We just get the OS and we get the environment variable port. They have an environment variable port, and we just pass in our redirect. What is this guy called? Our MUX, our router. That's what R stood for, router. And we'll do this, and we'll just add all of our stuff to the project. Do a git commit. Let's just be complete project. And we'll do a git push. I think it was, what was it? Was it Heroku master? Heroku master. And it's gonna do some fancy stuff. I think I should be logged in. If I wasn't logged in, I don't think this would work. We'll give it some time. Alright, and now we have a URL to go to where we can find our project on the internet. So anyone could go to this address and find find the website. It's actually, you know, viewable. But, you know, having HerokuApp.com in the domain name just sounds a little cheap. I don't know about y'all, but when I go on websites and it has like Squarespace in the name, I'm like, oh my god, this is so poor. Like, we can make it better. And so I was using Namecheap to go ahead and purchase the projectstar.io domain. And I believe if y'all watched the previous videos, we've had the projectstar.io, like the old web app, viewable. We like went to it. I've already gone ahead and configured it to drop the old server that was hosted on GitHub pages. So I'll go ahead and log in. So here we are. On the left we have our Heroku application, and on the right we have our Namecheap projectstar.io domain. If we go to the settings tab, we should see some information about our app, you know, the name of the app, some variables, SSL certificates, which we will later set up, and the domain. And we need to set up a domain to point to our, you know, projectstar.io. Shouldn't be too hard. We'll just add this name, projectstar.io. No endpoint for the time being. And it gives us this DNS target, which is cool. This is cool stuff. And I was already experimenting with how to get this kind of to work, and you'll see that, okay, we have a target here, so we're just gonna put the DNS target here instead, save the changes. This @ symbol is just a placeholder, kind of like a keyboard shortcut, and you could type in Project Star here. It kind of redirects any request to the projectstar.io domain to this target. I'm pretty sure that's how that works, at least. Who knows? And now that we have this going, I think we might have to give it a minute to take effect. But in the time being, we can just try and see how this works. Since this isn't HTTPS, it's only going to be HTTP. We're just going to give it a couple minutes. Alright, so it seems to be working now. It took like 3 minutes to do its refresh. Didn't think y'all wanted to wait around for that. But yes, this is our HTTP website, accessible by the web. But it still says not secure. You know, we want that beautiful SSL, so that way it's the green lock and looks professional. And how are we going to do this? Well, Heroku has it set up to where you can do a manual certificate, which would be sick, but I do not have one. This is kind of just a hobby project, so I'm not too worried about doing it. But they have an automatic certificate manager that can be configured once this is a hobby tier or above, so it is going to cost a little bit of money, but we are okay with spending it because this is going to be, you know, something that we cherish in the future. So let's go on ahead and upgrade this guy. Change dyno type. Awesome. Yeah, we're going to be on the hobby tier. Sick. And as we can see, it's going to cost a little bit of money to do that, but we are okay with this. And so was that it? Was that all we had to do? Okay. Oh, sweet. Okay, it's automatically configured, and that's beautiful. So if I come over here, okay, please, it's okay. Oh, yep. You know, guys, they say that money can't buy you happiness, but seeing that little lock screen up there and not having to dig through SSL certs certainly has made me a little bit happier. But I think that is going to wrap it up, folks. Let's hit it with the face cam. So yeah, that was a fun couple week project for y'all that have been sticking around for the entirety of it. Thank you so much. I hope you learned something new and enjoyed the adventure with me. In the future, we have some fun projects lined up, like what we're gonna do. We're gonna be doing some buffer overflows here shortly, and I might try to dumb it down and do some just like regular talking about big concepts instead of doing these tutorial videos. But that is for the next few videos. So thank you all so much and take it easy.